I'm going to pull out a few knives in order to make my point very clear, because I truly do think that this knife is one of the better knives that you can buy right now, and that is the KIRBY LAMBERT RAINE. And the reason why is because, let's pull up some competition really quick. We have the KAVISO, because this one's also a KAVISO. We have the KAVISO Sharp by Designs Mini Tempest, $425. We have the Jack Wolf knives, which the OEM is unknown, in S90V titanium bolsters, and this one I think is $360. The VBR, right, made by REATE. This is the Varganized VBR, $350. Look, and these are made by REATE. Another one made by REATE. These with the carbon fiber versions, I think are like $425. This exact one's $300. This one's an exclusive, but the other ones are like $425. So all these knives, well, except for this one, are made by REATE. You get to this one, $280. It's a little under that. I think it's, but let's just say $280. $280. Even if I pull up the KUNWU Padre, this is $299, which I think is a phenomenal knife. All these knives, I agree, are amazing knives. I can't deny that, not even a little bit. I love them. Let's pull up another one though. We have a more recent drop, actually. The Knoll Knives Ghoul for, I think, $325, which, listen, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I still think that this is a decent value. But we're talking about the same company, S90V, deep hollow ground blade with a bolster lock with beautiful fat carbon fiber. And there's many different versions. So this is just one version, like here. They recently did the Valentine's Day special one. Look at that satin. My goodness, is that gorgeous. Now, these two knives are very similar, and I mean that they are going to be carried by the same type of people. People that like this will also love this. Obviously, it's made by REATE, so they're going to have some similarities as far as build quality goes, but even like the design language and the way they are, you know, the fit, the finish, the tolerances, the way the finishing work is done. You know, a lot of things feel very similar with this. If you like the VBR, then you'll love this. If you love this, then you'll love this. Like, that's kind of the way it is. Both of them are beautifully well executed, and you know, there's just, like I said, so many similarities. I believe that they fit in the same ballpark together. They fit in the same exact arena. Now, that being said, they are like, what, $60, $70 difference? This one's $60 or $70 more money than the KIRBY LAMBERT RAINE. So, you know, that just kind of plays to my argument once again, because these are, you know, they're not identical, obviously, but they're very, very, very close to one another. Now, if you don't know, originally it was a flipper design with a recurved clip point blade. They changed it to a drop point blade and took the recurve away. So they did, and also added thumb studs instead of the flipper tab. So it used to be flipper only, now we have thumb stud only. But the build quality, the fit, the finish, the tolerances, all of that is on point. We have a floating backspacer made out of the same material the scales are made out of. Actually, this one's different. What am I talking about? This one has a titanium backspacer. Sorry, all the rest of them were the material. So this one's fat carbon fiber, as you can see. This one is burlap micarta, which I do think this is some of the best burlap micarta I've ever experienced. I think this is just absolutely beautiful burlap micarta. But same thing goes for the fat carbon fiber. These are, you know, REATE does some of the better materials, period, across the board. Titanium hardware, titanium thumb studs, hardened titanium hardware, by the way, a titanium mill pocket clip that actually works good in and out of the pocket. And I can't say the same for some of the other knives on this that we just showed, right? Some of the other knives that we showed are not the best clips. So not only do you have a knife that you can easily carry and get in and out of the pocket, you have phenomenal action. Great sound. Listen to this sound. I don't know if it's coming over the mic. but it sounds like two marbles hitting. Great acoustics, perfect centering, rock solid lockup. These are tactical-ish knives, so while they do have a deep hollow grind, so they're very slicey, super thick blade stock with a nice thick tip. This is something you feel like you could do a little bit of prying with. Extremely good ergonomics, and when you put all of that together, every bit of that together, it feels like a much more expensive knife when you compare it to the competition. So looking at this one, I am so happy with the price. I think the price point is right on point. It's a phenomenal price. So, you know, I know the original one with the flipper was a little bit less, I believe. I believe that's true. I believe it was a little bit, I think these were $250. You know, but there has been inflation, but they didn't go crazy, right? They went up, you know, of like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, which, you know, there are some changes in the materials, you know, they were changed too. So maybe there was a reason, I don't know. But regardless, this is, in my opinion, a great value knife if you're looking for a high quality premium knife that you're not spending, because this is equal to or better than $450 knives. That's the way I look at it. And I can name right now, Spyderco just dropped the Slish Buoy for 450 bucks. In my opinion, this is better than that. Now, I'm not saying it's better than the Spyderco Slish Buoy. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the materials, the build quality, the fit, the finish, all of that is better on this over the Slish Buoy. I love the Slish Buoy for other reasons, you know, and I love that it's made in Taiwan. I love that it's Spyderco. I love Spyderco's heat treatment and so on and so on and so on. But, you know, I can't deny build quality, fit, finish, tolerances, action, detent. I can't deny all that stuff. So this actually feels like a $450 knife, where the Slish Buoy feels like a $250 knife, maybe $300. You could argue. You could argue $325 maybe. But anyways, this one is about $280. So under $300. So I think this is an exceptional piece, and anybody who, if you like the look of it, in my opinion, if you like the look and the style, this one's a no-brainer. I can pretty much guarantee you're going to be happy with it. And I guess I can't guarantee that. You know, I know there's always some lemons out there, but REATE is the most consistent. I've yet to have experienced a company that's as consistent as REATE, as far as having, like, I've held 3 of these so far. Every single one, they feel identical. There's no difference in them, right? They literally have everything the exact same, from the detent, just everything. Everything just feels exactly the same across the board. Now, like I said, I can't say that against, you know, over 20 or 30 of them, but as far as the 3, actually 4 that I've tried because of the flipper one too. So this one doesn't count though, because it is a little different. This one's more broken in. I've had it longer, but even just saying this one, I've used the heck out of this thing. Not only has it served me well, but it's still just as solid as day one. The action has only gotten better. You know, it's like it's only gotten better. And I say this all the time, you know, the best knives get better with time, not worse. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the KIRBY Lambert RAINE KAVISO Knives exclusive. Everything will be linked down in the description. Work hard, stay tough. Until next time, peace.